Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm thankful for the people who have clicked on this video. I'm here to talk about a small business in the Cambridge area, Iliana's cleaning business. Iliana was only starting this big opportunity with $40 in her pocket, and back in 2014. And she never even thought about having her own business. It all just kind of came together and stayed because she started to build a loyal client by her side. She felt confident enough to leave her business card around after she was done cleaning, and that was the startup of everything. Even though it has been 10 years since her business started, she never got the recognition she deserves. Why is that? Well, it has to do with the COVID era. As we all know, it brought down a lot of small businesses, but I'm not here to talk about losses. I was able to have a sit down talk with the owner herself and explain what has happened to her business. Yeah, and she explained what has happened to her business in such a powerful way. Had to repeat that because it was so powerful to me. And I was really inspired, and I hope this may inspire you as well. We all have been in that moment of doubt, which caused us to give up so easily. I have been there many times, and it's always a painful experience. We can all agree that it can weigh down our self confidence. This happened to Iliana, but her story made everything seem possible, even if it seemed like all was lost. I have a close relationship with the owner. She is my mother. And despite me having to leave for college, I was still able to understand what she was going through COVID and just kind of like being there throughout her business as it progresses. I will begin to talk about the issues that caused such a massive change within her business and why the business is not as noticed. And I will end it off with how she manages to keep up her business in a positive way. We're going to talk about the downfall of it all. The idea of starting this cleaning business wasn't at all what she thought to do, but she gave it a try and got a business permit. Since she had one client at the time, she started to leave her business card around, as mentioned, in areas she cleaned, and then started to get more people. However, since she didn't put herself out there enough, it was a bit hard to keep a business going for so long, but she did it. It was all going smoothly. She had many people she was cleaning for, and even got some of her family members to help out. However, not everything went according to plan. The main issue was when former President Trump became president. Then 3 years later, the pandemic. Ileana's cleaning, Ileana's clients, I apologize, consist of exchange students, as from many different colleges in Boston, and the parents of those students. The parents wanted her help and paid her well, but since there was a law that required immigrants to have green cards to work, most of her clients grew fearful and had to go back to their country. Then, when COVID hit, that's where she lost almost everyone and had to get a second job. It didn't get noticed as much anymore because people became scared of getting sick, so she wasn't able to work many hours. Now that the major issue has been talked about, you might be wondering, how is this inspiring? Well, she was able to come up with a solution that worked for her, and she became satisfied with it. A new beginning arose as she was struggling with her situation. Apologize once again. According to Iliana, there was only one person who stuck by her. She kept him as a client, and it was the first person that she ever cleaned for. So he's been a loyal client for 10 years. She planned to sort of rebuild once again, and he was supporting her with whatever she needed, letting her clean properties he owned around the Cambridge area to get more hours for her business. 4 years after the pandemic, she continued to work weekends for her business, but also found another opportunity to be a pharmacy tech. Since then, she has been able to afford her business while also building a new life as a pharmacist tech. It started to come together again, and what she lost, she was able to find something new. I really find that inspiring because she was able to turn a situation that was bad into something that was really good for herself, coming up with this career. As I wrap things up, it would make sense for her to just give up on a business that was never really known, as well as being a lost cause due to her clients leaving. However, it's the fact that she was able to keep going at her own pace and even created another career. She didn't let a silly law get in her way or even a pandemic. She found a solution, a loyal customer, and an opportunity to regrow something. With that being said, don't let big problems stop you from doing something great. If it wasn't for a downfall in her business, she would have never found herself as a pharmacist tech. She was able to be a businesswoman and a pharmacist tech all in 10 years and is still going with her career and her small business. And I think that is amazing. As someone who myself is a writer, I haven't published any books, but I have made books. And even though they aren't published, I'm still a writer, but I also found my love for film. So not only am I a writer for books, but I'm a writer for screenwriting. And that all happened in 8 years. So don't let something that is just so small get in the way. And even if it's something that's big, you're still able to keep going, still try to find solution, and don't give up. You got this. Thank you guys for listening in. I'll see you guys later.